If you've ever worked on Wall Street, chances are you have heard of Harry's. It has been the go-to Wall Street hangout for more than 4 decades. And at the center of it all is Harry.
I spend a lot of time here. I like to be with people. I see all my friends.
Founded just 1 year before the stock market crash of 1973 by Greek immigrant Harry Poulakakis, the restaurant immediately became home away from home for Wall Street traders. Its fame has been immortalized in novels like The Bonfire of the Vanities. Author Tom Wolfe was a regular customer.
Yes. He used to have lunch right behind us here.
In his white suit?
Yeah, in his white suit. I always talk to him.
For Wall Street, Harry's became a social extension of the trading floor.
This was the interim stop for a lot of folks, and not necessarily because it was about the alcohol. It was really an extension of the camaraderie, and there was a lot of business done in Harry's.
Whether the market was up or down, Harry was always there.
They need a car, they came here. They needed money, they came here. No matter what they needed, everything was available to my customers.
It was a real family down here. He created a family, a social family. They would come here, talk about work, talk about business, but they had a great time together, and he knew each and every one of them.
Harry's son Peter now runs the family business and has turned the original 3 Harry's locations into a Poulakakis empire with 24 establishments throughout Manhattan.
Besides Ulysses, we have a great bar across the way on Stone Street called Growler, and a wine and whiskey bar, which is one of our more upscale bars, Vintry Wine and Whiskey it's called. And then we have pizza places.
But Harry remains the iconic figure behind the brand and an important figure in Wall Street history.
He's one of the great Wall Street success stories, and he never traded a share of stock. How's that?
And the steak was so juicy.
Loved it. Made me hungry for lunch. Earlier we were talking about the floor of the New York Stock Exchange being a part of iconic American capitalism. Well, Harry's is sort of an extension of that.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's in a lot more books besides Bonfire of the Vanities. It's really part of the lore. If you ever go down there as a kid, you hear about the traders hanging out there after the bell, and they still go there and a couple other places at 4 o'clock.
It's somewhat of a legend, an urban legend, but Harry's is known for actually sending their waiters with white tablecloths in hand to specific trading floors to serve lunch, for people who just can't seem to get away. I think it's a little bit more of a 1980s tradition.
It's for
than
sure,
you'd see
for
now.
sure. But in the 70s and 80s, a lot of the big trading floors would only allow their traders to expense lunch at Harry's
I like
in order
that.
to funnel him business.